Los Angeles. Welcome to Good Morning La La Land. I'm Dr. Erin.
What's up? I'm Rob Mack.
And I'm Jasmine Way. Happy Monday. We are America's first live streaming daily talk show coming to you live at 9 a.m. on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and now on Twitter.
And we've got a great show in store for you on Monday Motivation, which we're actually going to call Miracle Monday today because we're going to talk about 5 steps to creating a miracle in your life today, right now. We also have a house full back there, and we're going to talk to one woman's journey to the love of music, one man's inspirational journey to the NFL, and a bunch more of incredibly empowering, motivating, and miraculous human beings.
They are all success beyond beauty.
They are.
It's a miracle that everybody showed up on time. That's the miracle, including myself.
Yeah, and the miracle of coffee.
Oh, that's
Thank
always,
you.
there's not enough coffee in the studio.
No, not enough. This weekend, tried these major protein pancakes. Cricket pancakes, Erin.
I'm scared. I haven't been able to do it yet, I gotta say.
Well,
Cricket powered.
Yes, thank you, Stephen John. He was on the show last week, came by, gave us some more pancake mix. I must say, I'm feeling pretty strong today.
Are you going to like jump like a cricket anytime soon?
Absolutely.
She's jumping at opportunities.
Right.
Exactly. On Miracle Monday.
That's right. So what's up? How was the weekend? And we have to say that we're pulling what we call a Regis. Okay, so this is our new deal in the studio. We heard a rumor that Regis Philbin, for all the years on his talk show, would say to Kelly or to whomever he was with on the talk show to not, like, as soon as they're in the back room, like, what did you do this weekend? And he'd say, save it for the show. Let's just save all. So literally, I don't know what these guys have been up to, so I want to hear what's going on.
We also call that the Jersey Shore.
Okay.
Because if you know anything about the Jersey Shore, they weren't allowed to talk off mic or they get fined.
Oh.
Yeah, so we'll call it the Jersey Shore. I'm watching.
So I want to hear, like, what happened this weekend?
So I had a shoot on Friday. It was so exciting. I went down with Kevin. You know, he was on the show with his wife, Kalyana. We did an incredible shoot down in Newport Beach. It was so beautiful, incredibly sexy. He had so many great photographers there. So I'm heading up from Newport, and I call Rob, because he says, oh, give me a call. I call him again. I'm finally on the west side. I'm like, Rob, I'm trying to take you out. Like, let's go to dinner. Don't hear from Rob. Don't hear from Rob. And it's like 6 p.m. Rob's asleep.
Literally. Knocked out.
That's what happens when you wake up at 3:15, 5 days in a row.
I know. I didn't wake up the next day till like probably 4 or 5. What? It was crazy. Yeah, I was knocked out. I woke up and I'm like, oh my gosh, like messages.
I get the text from Rob. He's like, I would have loved to have dinner with you because I woke up starving.
Oh my God, that's what woke me up. I would not have woken up unless I was so hungry. Yeah,
Wow.
So sorry.
So you felt like you got ghosted by Rob, but really,
got ghosted by Rob.
he actually like had a legit.
Rob was finally sleeping. And Saturday we went to the Women Wine and Wisdom event. It was so fun. We saw Jennifer Edie of Spa Girl Cocktails there. There were some incredible speakers that we're going to have on the show. So thank you, Leticia G, for extending the invite and being there. It was a great time.
Love it, love it. Well, I went to something a little bit more spiritual. Not that that isn't spiritual, because it's all spiritual. But I went and saw Rob Weirgan, who he was in Heal documentary. And when I saw this documentary, it's an incredible documentary. You got to see it. It's about basically how our mind and our thoughts create the disease in our body and how it attributes to it. So there was a bunch of like experts on there, you know, everything from Dr. Beckwith to, you know, Marianne Williamson to whatever. And there's this one healer on there that I'd never seen, Rob Weirgan. And he was like, he actually touched people and like had miraculous healings on them. So it's like, I have got to meet this guy at some point in time.
Did he touch you? Did you have
No,
healing?
so we went to this event and it was really profound. He brought up like 5 people on the stage that actually had physical ailments, not just like, I'm complaining today, heal me, right? So that he brought them up and he would put his hands on them, and one of the guys like literally was like shaking, and he laid down, they had to like hold him and like get him down on the ground, and after like he was able to, he was way straighter, way like, I mean, like they had big breakthroughs and physical breakthroughs.
Spontaneous healings.
Right?
That's incredible. I would have loved to have seen that, but I was sleeping.
So who do we have? So who do we have today, Jess?
Sleeping. Oh, well, we are so excited. You mentioned it. We have a house full of incredible guests. We reach out and say good morning to you back in the studio. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Look at house full.
Yes, we have a game changer, Asante Cleveland, in the house. I would love to know, how do you start your day, Asante? What's your morning routine?
My morning routine, wake up at 6 and then go to physical therapy and then work out, and that's how my day goes.
So you're recovering from a meniscus injury, right?
I am.
Yes. How's it feeling?
It feels good. I'm past the 6-month mark, so I'm feeling great. Ready to get back out there.
Nice. And ladies, do you have a secret to starting your day off right? Do you do an affirmation or anything to like manifest your day?
Hi, yes. I actually start my day off with a gratitude practice that I do every day. I say 5 things I'm grateful for, and that's just something that I've been doing for years that really helps me. So yes, I guess you can say some type of manifesting.
Well, I mean, you do have the Positive Soul brand. So
yes, so I need to do that.
Manifest your soulmate. I'm like, really? Ooh. I can do that?
There's nobody not signing up for that.
No.
Yeah.
Sign me up. Jacqueline.
Sure.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
So really interesting that you asked, because years ago I used to have really negative self-talk in the morning, and what I decided to do was stop going on social media first thing and started saying something nice to myself. And my morning ritual of positive affirmations and setting my intention for the day actually turned into morning emails that I send members of my community. So it's called Good Morning Muse, and essentially you wake up and you remind yourself that you can create anything that you want, and looking within rather than looking without. So that's my morning ritual.
Oh, genius. And this genius right here, Terry Briggs, just decided to surround himself with these
Right?
He's like, let me see what I can do to create the community of the most beautiful, inspired, empowered women. And he's doing it. Success beyond beauty.
And that's amazing. There you go.
That's
No, I'm excited to be here on the couch with these amazing people. Of course, you know, we love to inspire women and just hear everybody's stories, and just amazing to be here today. Good morning, LALALAND.
Yes. And I mean, this one right here makes grown men cry. We heard a song at the top of the show.
Sorry,
I've been listening to it non-stop. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello.
What's your morning routine?
You know, this is something I'm working on, and I appreciate it. Thank you for listening to Grown Man Cries nonstop. I'm working on my routine for the morning. This morning, I woke up, got in my vehicle, and drove here.
That is success.
Usually getting up is the first factor of my life. Thank the Lord. I'm really just working on just looking at myself in the mirror and focusing, saying, today is going to be a good day, not being so negative while I'm in rush hour traffic. You know, eating food is an important one that I'm trying to work on that one in the mornings.
Well, yeah, and it is Monday Motivation, Miracle Monday, hashtag Music Monday, whatever you want to call it. Do you have a song or any music that keeps you motivated?
You know, I love making up songs on the spot. That's what keeps me so motivated in life, because it's just drawing the frequencies of like the universe and the world and God in general, and just like speaking truth into what you are doing that day. And I love that so much. Like just the factor of song itself. Yeah.
Spoken like a true artist. Good morning, Sarah. You know, international life coach. You've mastered it. So how are you starting your mornings better?
Yeah, I wish I could say like I had like this beautiful morning routine, but I'm a mom, you know, so I have 4 dogs and I have a daughter, so my mornings are usually very rushed. But when I come back home after dropping off my daughter, I just make sure that I have some time to myself to journal and to really tune in and to think about what I want to do and what I want to create this morning.
Very cool.
Love that you are all here this morning. Thank you so much. We can't wait to hear more about all of your inspiring stories later in the show. Cheviton, thank you, Jerry and Giselle, for glamming me up on this Monday.
I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
Well, I'm really excited to get into this Miracle Monday. So let's take a little break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the 5 steps to creating a miracle in your life today. So stay tuned, you guys. We'll be right back.
I'm Jez Moyer, co-host of Good Morning LaLaLand with my girl Victoria Simone. Hey girl! And in case you missed us live, this was This Week in LaLaLand.
Yes, let's hear it.
On Monday, we namaste all day with America's youngest yoga instructor, Tabe Atkins.
What?
Tuesday, we had the inspiring story of Alison Marie Raguso and her creation of Bogavia,
Beauty of the Adriatic.
We love it. Wednesday was Richie Shane of World's Greatest Vacation. And Thursday we had a studio full of love with Love Pets Photography, Glenn and Coco, Saving Canine Lives Plus with Jasmine Kimball, and Sylvie Bordeaux continued the legacy with Muffins Halo. On Friday it was Love, Dating, and Relationships with Chad Johnson.
Ooh, the Chad alert.
That's right, from The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, and Famously Single.
With our guy, Rob Mack. Thanks for tuning in to This Week in La La Land. I'm Victoria Simone. This is Jeslyn Moye. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into This Week in Focus. I am your host, Victoria Simone, bringing you some of the highlights of what was filmed last week at the Focus TV network, which is America's first video streaming talk show network. Today I have my favorite Jeslyn Moye, host of Good Morning La La Land, helping me out. First up, we had Moms Matter, hosted by Shirin Yadagard. We shot The Alyssa Goodman Show with the amazing Alyssa Goodman herself. We shot Game Changers with Annalise Getz. Aside from our normal lineup, we had Good Morning La La Land, who was on your show.
Alison Marie Rigoso, creator of Bogavia. We also had Richie Shane, creator of The World's Greatest Vacations. And Friday, Chad Johnson, Bachelorette, Famously Single. And we had a whole studio full of pet love this week with Love Pets Photography, Saving Canine Lives, and Muffins Halo.
Thanks for tuning into This Week in Focus. I'm your host, Victoria Simone. Jez, thanks for helping me out. Bye-bye.
Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning La La Land, hashtag Monday Motivation, and this day we're talking about miracles. Erin's got some really great tips on creating miracles in your life.
Yeah, right. So we want to talk about 5 steps to creating a miracle. So first of all, I want to disclose that no matter what your faith is or non-faith or whatever, this is something universal that everyone can use, right? So we try and keep on the show something that's really about motivation and directing energy, because whatever we are, that is for sure what we're directing here. So 5 steps to create a miracle, right? So I'm ready for a miracle. Are you guys ready for a miracle?
Miracle worker.
Right?
Yeah, I was born ready for a miracle.
So number one thing, before you even begin the process, you need to set the intention of what it is that you want to have a breakthrough, a miracle, whatever that is. So I would recommend, if you're watching out there, get a piece of paper out today and write down what it is that you truly want, because the universe or whatever you believe cannot do anything unless you ask, right? Ask and receive, right? So number one is recognition. And I'm using what I use, which is called affirmative prayer. So as a Doctor of Divinity, we teach affirmative prayer, which is a type of prayer. You don't have to call it prayer. You can call it creating, manifesting, whatever you want. Okay, so number one is recognition. So the number one step is to recognize that there is some power that be, whether it be in you, your God, whatever it is, that has created all of life, right?
I love that. I mean, it's so interesting we forget about that so quickly, because it's like, what keeps the planets in orbit? What keeps the sun in the sky? What keeps the sun shining? What keeps our lungs breathing and our heart beating? It's mind-blowing that we take that all for granted so regularly.
Right?
Yeah.
So even science, right? There's something, there's a magnetism, there's something that is creating all this, right?
Yeah, it's interesting though to have the clarity of really putting down what you want to visualize or manifest in your life. I think so many times I've held myself back because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure exactly what it looked like. But the interesting thing is that then I realized that can change, it can evolve. Just start somewhere. Have clarity about the now. It doesn't have to mean clarity about your future in 5 years. Like, I'm not a psychic. I don't know what's going to happen. But clarity in what I need to create for my life right now in this moment, and recognizing that that's obviously going to evolve. It's going to change.
So powerful, Jazz. I've experienced the same challenges where I'm like, I can't get specific enough. I don't know what I really want. But you can always be general. You can start general. And worst case scenario, you always know what you want to feel. So if you're not sure what you want to create, whether it's professionally or personally, you always know how you want to feel. So you could simply set an intention for happiness, peace, love, abundance.
I love it. So number two is unification, meaning that you have to recognize at some level that you are one with that be. And even scientists recognize that everything that's touched, whether it be through the Big Bang or whether you have believe in God, it doesn't matter. It is all one thing. So we are all connected. And when you recognize that unification of yourself, you realize that there's something within you that has the power to have a miracle, right?
Yeah. The whole oneness idea can become pretty abstract. For me, I found some understanding when I started to realize the same life force that's in Erin is in Jeslyn is in me. It's the same life force.
Yep.
So if I can just simplify sometimes these spiritual principles, I think it's very helpful.
Well, and simplifying it all the way down to why not me? Miracles don't have to happen just for you.
Totally.
If we're all one and we're all made up of the same thing, then why not me?
Absolutely.
Right? So number 3 is knowing the truth, and that's revealing or healing or whatever you want to call it, and that is really the consciousness. So for an example, say you want to manifest money, big one for people, right? So manifesting money is really shifting and realize there's an innovation, there's a creative factor inside of you that you can look around and actually realize that it's only limited to the extent that your mind's limited. So revealing the truth is really step number 3. It's knowing that there has to be a perfect soulmate for you. There has to be the amount of money that you desire. There has to be the vitality that you desire. It's just a matter of opening up your mind and knowing that that truth is within you.
Love that one.
Right?
Powerful.
Yeah, we all deserve it.
Yeah.
Just recognize that.
Right? So number 4 is gratitude. And Rob, you touched on this. So we inform the subconscious mind and universal mind by our energy, by our beliefs. So the more we can get in that state of gratitude as if it's already happened, and we say that all the time, pretending that you have a soulmate, being that person who's in love with life and all of a sudden somebody shows up, right? So being in that state of gratitude.
Absolutely love this one. Of course, coming from a positive psychology perspective, we're very sure that the more grateful you are, the happier you are. The happier you are, the more successful you are in every area of your life. And so for me, gratitude is probably the most important ingredient to living a successful and fulfilled life.
Well, and Jacqueline mentioned it at the top of the show, one of our incredible guests we have here this morning, and she's, branding herself on having a positive soul, and she starts her day by actually writing things down that she's grateful for. So even if you don't have time to write them down, you're in your car like Kirsten, just like, hey, I made it in my car. You can think about what you're grateful for.
A miracle. I'm in the car.
Yeah, I have a car to drive.
That's right.
There is a green light. I have coffee. I'm grateful.
It's so funny. I'm just going to say one quick thing. Albert Einstein said, and I love this, that there's only 2 ways to live your life. One is though everything is a miracle, and the other is though nothing is a miracle.
Right.
And for me, everything is most certainly a miracle. Just being here is a miracle.
And number 5, I think is the most important thing, is to release and let go and allow. Because so many times we're such powerful, our consciousness is so powerful that if we consider that it's not going to happen, guess what? It's not going to happen. We're that powerful. So believing in yourself, believing in that process.
Yeah, the letting go part I think is the toughest for people, and one of the things that's helped me let go is realizing that it rains on good and bad people. It rains on people that are setting intentions, people that aren't setting intentions, and so miracles can happen, do happen, even when you don't follow these 4 or 5 steps.
Right. I love to say miracles are just glitches in your belief system. So let go of your BS, your belief systems, and let's have a miracle today, you guys.
Even if you make grown men cry.
So on that note, let's cut this segment short and get back to all of our amazing guests, and let's create a miracle right here, right now on this show. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I am your host and producer, Alex Worley, filming inside Focus TV's West Hollywood studio. Welcome to Empowerista, a show dedicated to highlighting female trailblazers and empowering you to turn your barriers into breakthroughs.
Hey guys, I'm Amy Paprath.
And I'm Justin Walter.
And this is What's Good, the show that's dedicated to positive, uplifting stories from all over the globe.
Welcome to Good Morning La La Land. I'm Dr. Erin.
I'm Rob Mack.
And I'm Jessica Moye.
And we're making history as the first live streaming daily talk show.
This is where all kinds of shit happens.
Monday through Friday, we are going to be streaming to you live, Los Angeles, at 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Alyssa Goodman Show. So Kelly, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Alyssa. This is so fun.
I know.
What's up, Rose girls? I'm Jessica Carroll. Today we're gonna have so much fun because we have fitness personality Katie Austin.
Hey,
we're
thanks for having me on.
with
Cheers.
Katie Austin.
I love it. It
Cheers.
feels like a Saturday.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Millennial Life. I'm your host, Laura Odegaard, and today we are joined by the very beautiful former Miss California and now a TV host, Natasha Martinez. I'm so happy that you're here.
I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
You are tuning in to Slay with Rachel McCourt, and I have a fabulous guest
In studio with me is Liza Glukoff. She's just been named executive producer of programming at Awesomeness TV. I mean, no big deal, but huge. Hi.
Thank you.
Hi.
Are we so excited right now?
We are so excited.
I mean, we
Thank you
have
for having me.
roses, we have perfect lighting, we've got some Spa Girl vodka in case we get a little crazy.
Hey, Dr. Erin here, teaching universal law and spiritual truth, having a conscious conversation in the heart of Hollywood. And I'm honored to have the guest today, who is Christina Pascucci, who is amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's an honor to be here with you. I so appreciate it. Hi, I'm Jenna Barnett with Millennial Mom on Focus TV. And today I have Jennifer Yen here today to chat with me about all things mom related. So you actually started your career as an actress and you were on the very famous TV series Power Rangers, right?
Yes, I used to fight them as my first career.
You're watching Beige Bay TV. It's fitness expert and your Beige Bay Edwina Chia. Ladies and genticles, Tiffany Angulo. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. You know, you're my Beige Bay of the week, not only because of your nationality, but because you just seem like the girl who does it all.
Hi everybody, I'm Allie Landry and welcome to Reshape TV. I have created an online platform, reshapelive.com and Reshape TV, to provide a place where women can learn from the very best resources for those of us who are striving to reshape our lives and live an optimal, healthy lifestyle.
Hey LA, I'm Gwen Lane with the LA Girl, and I'm here with Liz Hernandez, former TV host at Access Hollywood and now the founder of Wordiful. So excited to hear more about that. Liz, thank you so much for being here today.
Hi Gwen, thanks for having me.
Hi everyone, it's Michelle Gillette, life coach and host of the Spotlight series on Focus TV. And joining us today is our dear friend, Shalini Videra.
And thank you for having me.
Of course.
I'm so happy to be here.
You're the perfect person to be here because we love anything that is, women helping other women, women empowering other women.
Hi, I'm Janica. I'm here with Focus TV for my segment of Fearless Females. And today I interview Doriana Richmond. You're gonna love listening to Doriana. Not only is she beautiful, but she's so heartfelt and she has created this amazing jewelry line called Stone Simple.
Hi. Oh, thank you for that introduction.
Yeah,
wow.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, and welcome to Everyday Game Changers, a show that features people giving back to their community. I'm your host, Annalise Getz, and today we are joined by Rolanda Watts. Rolanda is a stand-up comedian, she's an actress, she's a television personality, and she is a philanthropist, which is why she's here today. So thank you for joining us, Rolanda.
Thank you for having me. A joy to be here.
Today on Moms Matter, we're going to talk about money, 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 something that we all struggle with and we need help with, and that's why we have the fabulous Winnie Sun, who's here with us today.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you so much. I know you've been on MSNBC and Forbes, and you are the money expert.
Hey everyone, welcome back to a new magical episode of Soul Reboot. I am your host, Allison Charles. Please welcome and meet this powerful divine queen whose name is Daphne Wayans. I am so happy to be here with you.
I'm so honored to be here. Welcome back. With here with Kirsten Collins, a beautiful artist, musician, and singer-songwriter, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
We try.
I love that. And you can break a grown man's heart. I love that.
We do love that song.
Thank
Yes.
you very much, guys. I
beautiful.
appreciate that. It was a fun one to make. It was like very exciting. It was a little different than I'm used to making because, I mean, doing music your entire life, you're like, try different things and you have to find your little niche. And this was my fun one.
So have you been making music since you were a child?
I have, yes. I think my parents used to put headphones on the belly when I was in there, and I think I came out singing. Like, I was like, oh, here we are.
The rest of us are crying.
Yeah,
You're
I
singing.
came out, right?
Yeah.
Pink hair. Like,
Yeah.
There's the pink hair.
Wow.
You know, people ask me if this is natural sometimes, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You can ask the question.
I was born this way, okay? Yes.
That's hilarious. So, question for you. So, Good Morning La La Land, we're here
I mean, one of the intentions of the show is to believe in people's dreams. So we really believe that anything's possible. We believe that we're here to experience our greatest self. And so what is it that you know, what did you have to go through? What is your story around, you know, finding that strength within to follow your dreams and fulfill upon them?
This is a beautiful question. You know, it's rare that people get to ask these deep questions. So this is so cool to have like people around me that are like, let's actually talk about this stuff, you know? It has been a journey. I think that one thing that I really stand on is having purpose behind what I do, regardless of why or what I am doing. And that's what kept me going through, where there would be moments where I didn't have anything and I had to really rely on God to be like, hey, where am I at? What am I doing? What is going on here? What people do I need to orchestrate with myself with? And what I've come down to right now is that just to bask in just what I am at and where I am at. And that has been the hardest part of my journey, is just not striving so hard to do something, but just being that. And so it's a consistent journey, and I mean, I'm only 23. I can use my life.
But at the same time, I'm sure you want to say it's too easy. I mean, how many hours?
No.
Like, you put a lot of time in,
A lot
right?
of hours. I swear I work 24/7.
Okay.
I do, and I always say that I'm always on the job. Regardless, I think that it's a responsibility to have a platform, and if you don't understand your responsibility, you're carrying lives in your hands.
Thank
and
you.
Yes,
right?
And it's so important to see that. Like, even social media, like, it took me, at first I was like, I don't really like social media, but I went on there and just even posting a picture with a caption of something, so, you know, that I'm going through. Someone's like, you know, I stopped cutting myself today, and I fixed a relationship with my mom today, and I want to live again. Those are the things that continue the growth of why I do what I do.
You know, I loved your last Instagram post because you had something so profound in your caption. It was about fear, and fear is really the only thing that's holding people back in life. Let's talk about that. Have you had a lot of fear?
I have. I think that it is the one thing that causes me, like, I think it's more insecurity. I think I was so focused on everything around me being what I was fearful of, and yesterday I went to this message and it was like, you know what? It's not about everything else around you or everybody else doing things. It's what do you see inside of yourself, and like how insecure am I is that I didn't even realize before. And I had to sit there and be like, wow, like, you know, sometimes I do get jealous, and sometimes I do have like these moments where I don't want to do anything, and I fear being left out or rejected, and just really just facing those things, I think. Yeah.
So enjoy that. Have you found that as you become more and more well known, that it's been almost a magnifying glass almost on those insecurities and on those anxieties? Or
it has, but it's almost like no one else is doing it for me. I do it for myself because there's more pressure that comes with it, more responsibility. And then I realized, like, you know what? I want to be real with people. Like, if I'm going to be out in the limelight, I might as well just be honest. And I think that that's a lot of the time what the industry is missing is honesty. And that's what I would love to bring. You know, and as you guys are doing this is really cool, is bring that back into
It's so incredible that you're able to recognize that at such a young age. And I really think that's going to change the whole dynamic and direction of your entire career.
Thank you.
So what's one secret? Your fans are out there seeing whatever, they've seen your posts, they've seen whatever. What's the secret? What's something that, like, they don't really know, like,
they don't really know about me? I love kids. I love working with kids. I love it. Like, I learned so much. The only other job I've ever had is nannying, which is kind of interesting. I'm like, oh yeah, like, I've literally done music and then like babysitting and nannying, and that's I love it. I love every time I see a kid, I'll be the one like on the ground, like playing in the dirt with them, whether I'm in a skirt or not.
I love that.
Do you want kids?
I do. I'm not right now though.
Yeah.
Mom's in the studio.
If you had a magic wand, where would you see yourself in 5 years?
Ooh, I want to be touring. I want to be in every city, every little small town. I just want to bring music and life to people in ways that like they've never seen before. And I don't want to be the only one. I love, like, I'm learning so much about team. And, you know, so often we're so selfish with our gifts, and I'm really being taught right now that your blessing is everybody else's blessing, and it's like such a domino effect. And like, I've heard that before, but to actually realize that is so powerful. Like, it's like, wow, I sold my phone, but then someone else got like a business deal, and it's like, like, whoa,
wow.
No, and that's my favorite thing about what we're doing with the show is having a platform for people to have these conversations, to celebrate the blessings that have happened in their life, to inspire blessings
all over our community.
Which is so beautiful.
Right?
It is.
Yes. Yes.
It's an incredible ripple effect.
Right, and we're running out of time, but I do want to ask, like, how has your faith played into it? And knowing that, you know, we don't want to get too much into a particular religion, but what would you say? Was that, like, have you always had faith?
I always have. It's the one thing that's kept me going. I can strive my hardest. I could have all the money in the world. I could be the most beautiful person. I could have the best character. But really, I may have control in certain aspects, but there is something that orchestrates things more than I could ever understand. And the beauty of that is just like I can't even comprehend that. It's like I get a new exciting experience every day that I didn't know existed.
I love
and
that.
So that definitely has carried my career, and I hope continues to carry it.
So what's the one miracle? If you could have one miracle today, what would it be?
One miracle today for myself, that I can relax. That I can like be like, oh,
we're gonna like that Leone Candeli.
Yes, right. Relax. All the time. I'm like, oh, it's the best candle in the world.
Yes.
I love
Special
that.
shout out to Leone Candeli.
Yes.
Thank you for introducing Kirsten to us.
And so where can people find you?
You can find me everywhere, Kirsten Collins Music. Yeah, this is me.
And be sure to check out Grown Men Don't Cry on Spotify, on SoundCloud. It's an incredible hit. Stay tuned.
That's right.
Welcome to the Focus TV studios in West Hollywood. I'm Jessamine Moyer, host of the Focus TV network show, LA Unscripted, and co-host of America's first live streaming talk show, Good Morning, La La Land. This is the Focus Magazine preview show and an exclusive sneak peek. Today, I have the privilege to announce the March 2018 issue of Focus Magazine, and we're calling it the Influence issue, featuring amazing personalities making a difference in our local communities. On the cover, we have singer-songwriter and host of Chasing Glory podcast, Lillian Garcia. I had the extreme honor of both interviewing her and writing a feature for the magazine on Lillian. She's truly an influencer on so many levels. Joining her on the cover is my spiritual influencer and co-host of Good Morning, La La Land, Dr. Erin Haskell. And with her is a true professor of influence, Amanda Russell. Also featured in this issue, we have the constructional chef, Scott Harris, executive chef from the Four Seasons Hotel right here in Beverly Hills, Byron Thomas, and two members of the Focus TV family and dynamic duo of lifestyle influence, Janet Gunn and Melissa Myers. Also in this issue, we feature Lauren Everts, the founder of the Skinny Confidential, hello gorgeous, and the candle makers Elise Fratto and Maylene Weber of Leone Candeli, which is of course right over there. And Cynthia Abbey Naked, who I interviewed for my show LA Unscripted, and she is the founder of a great piece of functional jewelry from the Coley Collective. We also have a celebrity chef, Serena Poon, and her new product, Just Add Water, and a series of 4 mom influencers from our millennial mom herself, host Jenna Barnett. It's all influence, influence, influence in this issue of Focus Magazine. Get your copy today on newsstands or online, and be sure to watch our companion video features as well, because we are the only magazine in the country providing a robust video complement to our print features. I'm Jessamine Moyer, coming to you from the Focus TV studios in West Hollywood. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. We're here with LA Chargers tight end, Asante Cleveland.
How are you
Thanks
doing?
so much.
Nice, so
Coming to
nice
show,
to
man.
have you here this morning.
So
you
we-
look fabulous.
He does look fabulous. I know, I'm like, man, I gotta drop my game. Asante comes
Pocket
on.
squares are required here at Good
They
Morning,
are.
La La
They
Land.
are. It's amazing. When I was introduced to the pocket square, my whole fashion game changed, right?
The hardest thing is trying to keep it up.
I know. Trust me. Every morning, they're like, Rob spends 15 minutes just trying to get his pocket square right. I understand.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But there's something that was so powerful about men in good jackets and nice
Right?
pocket squares.
So we have heard a few things about you. We heard that you injured your knee,
Yes.
and that you are positivity for your field. Is that correct?
I try. I do
Yeah,
my
you
best.
try.
I mean, rumor has it you are quite the game changer,
Right?
Asante.
I have been told that before.
What does that mean to you?
Well, to me, I feel I'm a game changer because I try to mentor other people that have been through my similar situation, or younger guys who are just coming into the league who don't really know what to expect. So I try to give them all the insight I can to help them avoid some of the speed bumps that I went through, or just to know what to expect.
What were some of those speed bumps?
So I was an undrafted free agent coming out of college, and that is a very, very rocky road, just because they have no real money invested in you, so you could be gone like that. Guys I came in with cut in a day. So
it's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure, but it's the most fun job I've ever had in my life.
Well, it's incredible that these men have a mentor like you, because did you have that guidance?
I've been fortunate. So I played on 3 different teams. My rookie year, I was in San Francisco. So I was under Vernon Davis, so I got to learn from him. And then went to New England and got to learn from Rob Gronkowski, Tom Brady. And then coming to San Diego, or now LA.
No mentors, apparently.
I got to learn from Antonio Gates, arguably the best tight end to ever play the game. So I've been fortunate to learn from them, so I feel it's my job to try to give back a little bit if I can.
So before we go on, I just have to say that your voice, have you heard
do voiceovers,
this?
man.
I'm like,
He's gotta do
my ears, I'm
voiceovers.
like, I don't know, just go on the radio and listen to you 24/7.
And I feel like it's like the voice of God. Let there be light.
Like Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
Of the NFL.
Look out, Morgan Freeman.
Well, since I've had this knee injury, I've used this time to I've done voice acting classes, I've done acting classes, just to fill time, try to see what I would like to do. I've done a little broadcasting, just trying to figure it out.
Right. So if you, if you had a, what is the ideal scene? If you have a miracle around your career, what was the real mission around it?
Obviously, play as long as I can. Hopefully, when the time comes, get into coaching. But yeah, just kind of open-ended, get into acting, broadcasting, maybe be on this show.
You're out here right now.
I'll be a successor.
Yeah. It's amazing. Did you always know you wanted to be a football player?
No, my dad played in the NFL, but he never really pushed me. I kind of just stumbled upon football. I was a football player, and then I stopped growing at 6'5" when I thought I was going to be like 6'10".
Yeah.
So football just kind of came natural.
Yeah, it's amazing because the number of players that actually make the NFL is ridiculously low. Did you have faith in that? Did you know it would happen?
At first, I mean, coming into college, everybody thinks, oh, I'm for sure going to go to the NFL. By senior year, I was like, it's kind of iffy. I heard a stat that it's like 1/4% of the people who play football ever make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
So I'm one of the lucky few.
That in and of itself is a miracle.
And now, from what we understand, what I've heard is that in the NFL and that entire culture, if you will, a lot of the guys come in, they have these big lives, big whatever, and yet a lot of them go bankrupt, right? A lot of them can't keep the money, and that's part of the coaching, right? That you want to help that kind of mentality around all of it?
Definitely, because a lot of people don't realize that we only get paid for the season. So you're making good money for about 17 weeks, and after that 17 weeks, it's done. So if your spending habits are crazy throughout those whole other weeks and they don't slow down once the offseason comes, then you're going to be in trouble. So that's why you hear a lot of people, I think 77% of NFL players go bankrupt after 3 years.
Wow.
Crazy, 77%.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing.
It seems like you have such a level head.
Right?
Who do you credit to that?
My dad, for sure. He taught me to never get too high, never get too low. The poem If, it says, if you can meet with both triumph and disaster and treat those two the same, that's how I try to live my life. Like, nothing's ever that bad, nothing's ever that great. Just kind of keep a level head.
Chills.
Yeah.
No, we might have the same
He's
dad.
a preacher. He's a preacher also. He's very talented.
Wow.
I have a question, because I think one of the most difficult things that an athlete can ever face is an injury, particularly like a meniscus or something like that. It's a pretty severe, can be a severe injury. That being said, most of the outcomes are pretty good. But for you, how did you get through that? I mean, has it been challenging where you kind of, at some point, did you second guess whether you really wanted to be committed to the NFL? I mean, did you have any of those concerns, and how you sort of been working your way through that mentally?
So the hardest thing is obviously the mental part of it, because you have to trust that the doctors did their job. So I had a shoulder surgery my freshman year, and I feel like I didn't really handle the mental part of it as well. I came back a little timid, not necessarily the same player I was. So with this, I just know that it's either fixed or it's not. But all I can do is be the best I can be.
Yeah.
I love that.
So simple,
Bam,
so simple,
drop
profound.
that.
So simple, profound. Yeah.
So what advice do you give for people out there? Because whether they're going to make the NFL or not, or they have another dream, what advice would you give them?
Definitely have a plan B, because the NFL is such a long shot. So that's what I've been using this time to figure out what my plan B, C, D could be. But definitely don't put all your eggs in one basket. Have other passions, figure out what your other passions are, and when your time comes, when your career's over, to step into that.
The world is so grateful right now that you have a plan B in mentoring and sharing your light and love. I mean, I hope plan A and all the football works forever, but your plan B is so amazing. Thank you for sharing your light and your insight with us. It's truly inspiring.
Yeah, and we all want tickets to the LA Chargers
Right.
and to the
I got you.
Yeah.
He is a game changer at its finest.
I love that.
I'll get you tickets if you show me who makes your suits.
Oh, I got you. I got you covered, man. I'll take care of you. Yeah, don't worry about that.
So where can people find you?
On Instagram, Cleveland Show _82.
That was a hard Instagram. I was looking you up and I'm like, what is his handle here? So say it one more time.
Cleveland Show _82.
I love that.
Just like the Seth MacFarlane show.
Yeah, this is the Cleveland Show. Look at my life.
And so what's coming up for you this week? We got Valentine's Day.
Maybe a nice dinner. Nothing. I probably should put a lot more thought into it. But I'm glad you guys are giving the platform to think about it.
It is Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day this week, right? I love it. Well, it's so nice to meet you. I'm really excited for your journey. I'd love to have you come on as a co-host sometime and hang a little bit with us and find out more about all the coaching you're up to, because I think it's a really important, very influential area of the world. And if you can impact having those guys kind of find themselves in a more, I don't know, a way that's making a difference in the world. So thank you so much for everything you do. So stay tuned, you guys. We'll be right back with a bunch more people, inspiring and motivating and bringing miracles
Success
to
beyond beauty.
Success beyond beauty. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This is Jack. His mother didn't save his childhood artwork.
She just threw it all away like it was garbage.
If only his mother had Archive.
Archive is the easiest and fastest way to chronologically store your child's art.
Snap a picture, tag it, and store it safely in our cloud.
Then share it with friends and family.
Even turn it into a calendar, mug, or your very own printed book.
Oh, you were going to make one yourself? Yeah, that's what his mom said.
Download the Archive app now and help us save art.
Archive, available now on the App Store.
We're live on Good Morning La La Land with the Creator Canada Ribbon of Ginger. We're talking about motivation and perfection today, but you perfected a cocktail, right?
Yeah, this is I call this motivation in a bottle. It's like it's the embodiment of me. If you could actually ask that question, who would you be if you were a beverage? So just to run down the ingredients, the original version has fresh ginger, cayenne pepper, lemon, green tea, mint, and cane sugar. The dragon fruit version, which we'll try a little bit later, has got all those ingredients plus dragon fruit and passion fruit. This is an anti-inflammatory, and they found that ginger is just as effective as Motrin for anti-inflammation.
Right? I'm not gonna lie, like this is not, I'm not trying to fluff it up. It's really, really good.
And it's got like really, the perfect amount of kick is what I love about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. Unexpected. So smooth,
so
refreshing.
I mean, a little sparkle, like, oh.
Hey, Dr. Drew here, and I am on the HEAL Advisory Board. I got involved with this organization because it's the answer to our healthcare problem. Listen to me. You go to urgent care, you go to emergency room, you are paying for all that equipment, all that infrastructure, you're wasting time, you're exposing yourself to sick people. All you gotta do is go to heal.com or get the HEAL app at heal.com, get that HEAL app, and you can have a doctor wherever you are. It's $99 if you don't have insurance, though most insurances cover it. It's the most effective way to get the care you're looking for and the most cost efficient. $99 all in. That's it. And you get a board certified physician to show up wherever you are, your home, your work, whatever it is, 8A to 8P, 7 days a week, including holidays. And that board certified individual, that licensed professional, is going to just be paying attention to you and focusing on you and using his or her judgment to take care of your needs in that moment. Go to Heal, check it out. You'll see what I'm saying. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Hi, this is Jennifer Eddy, and I'm here with Spa Girl Cocktails today.
Go. Welcome back. We are live in Los Angeles with Success Beyond Beauty. What an incredible community you've created, Terry.
Right?
Awesome. Thank you. I'm so excited. Just these two amazing women, and we have Reese from Canada and Jacqueline
from LA.
And I'm just so excited to be a part of inspiring women and them inspiring me to continue to do this. So
yeah, we're so excited to be here. Thanks
Well,
for having us.
and there's an incredible event you guys are hosting tonight. High Vibes. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so Jacqueline and I are huge on manifesting. We've manifested, we have manifesting stories, and so we wanted to bring that while I was here in LA and share with more women how to manifest what you want in your life, and also what to do when the thing that you're trying to manifest isn't working. So we're going to be talking about different laws of the universe and different principles that you can use to manifest anything from a business to a relationship, because really the laws work for anything you're trying to use.
So, ladies, what is the craziest thing you've ever manifested then?
You know, I manifested love, and that was pretty crazy with my love history. So, exactly. It was a miracle. No, but yeah, I manifested love, actually healthy love. That was the right. Of course, that's the thing to it. And yeah, you know, business. Even my whole Positive Soul business was something that just came out of thin air. It was never meant to be a business. So that was really cool, and I know Reese has manifested a lot too.
So in the past I've manifested a billionaire boyfriend, but that's a story for a different time. I ended up, so essentially what happened was I was dating my fiance, but then it didn't end up being like official. So then in my anger, I manifested a billionaire boyfriend. He popped into my life, but then my fiance realized that he messed up and came back. So I left him for my current fiance now.
Yeah, so it's a good lesson. Maybe what we manifest is not necessarily what is best.
You have to manifest the whole picture, right? And also I manifested the opportunity to speak at Girl Boss Rally recently last year. So I remember looking at the website and just being like, what would it take for me to speak there? I just knew that I really wanted to go there and share my message, and I was really inspired by their brand, and it happened. So, and the other day I manifested having a live stream with Gary Vaynerchuk. And once you get really comfortable manifesting, it becomes so powerful that you have to watch your thoughts, because if you think about something negative for 1 second, that will show up too. So you have to really get in control. And you guys were talking this morning about how powerful you are and how powerful your mind is once you learn how to harness it, right?
So amazing. Terry, you have Success Beyond Beauty, and what is the mission behind that? What is the intention behind
Man, the mission is just to inspire women like all around the world, just to go beyond, you know, to realize that they're more than no matter what they've achieved in their life. I feel like there's always another level. So it's just creating a whole community and an ecosystem for women to continue to do that, to collaborate. We're building something really cool. It's called a collaboration lounge. Actually, it's going to be online, where women can post, you know, what they need a collaborator for, and then they can come and connect. And it's just really inspiring. And it's so funny, you talk about manifesting. The story with Reese, right? I was on one of her live streams you were doing with a friend.
Yeah.
And I'm like on Instagram, like, this is so cool. Like, I need you to come to a show, like in LA, 'cause she lives in Canada.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool, you know, get us out there. So Sarah had Jacqueline on the show, talking about manifesting. So she's like, I'm doing an event with Reese in LA. What?
Last time I was in LA, Sarah actually came to one of the workshops that I was hosting. So it's really a small world, and it's funny how things are all getting planned out before they even
And I reached out to amazing Sarah because I just liked her energy. So it just shows you how when you're aligned or you're feeling good and you're really trying to connect with people, all these manifestations can happen, and you can connect with like-minded people.
So I have a question for you, because you guys touched on manifesting, you touched on like be careful what you manifest. So how do you deal with that, Reese? Like when you how do you teach that, like tonight at your event, to say you can manifest, but what you what your heart, we truly desire love and connection, right? Versus sometimes people are so caught up in manifesting the next material thing.
Absolutely.
Like, how do you deal with that?
So one thing that is really great to look up are the different levels of consciousness, and they align to your emotions. So I always think of emotions as my thermometer, right? If I'm not feeling good, that's my thermometer telling me that things are not going to go good. So whatever you can do is to raise your vibration. If you're at that level of love or above, so you're vibrating at that level of 500, no matter what you do, you're going to be manifesting high vibe things into your life, whether it's, great opportunities, winning the lottery, having great friends. And so a lot of the times people look outside to change their life or outside to get the things that they want. Look inside, work on being happy, being grateful. Sometimes if I'm in a bad mood, I'll actually just smile, because it's a psycho-cybernetic process. When you smile, you're happy, right? If you're happy, you smile, and then if you smile, you're telling your brain, I'm happy, and that actually can raise your mood. So whatever you can do to stay in a high vibration will just increase the rest of your day.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Is there anything that you've discovered in the process of manifesting things that was a surprise to you in terms of, so we all read a lot of books and you think, oh, this is what it means. And when you actually come down to doing it, it's so different than when you thought it was going to be when you were reading the book. So anything you've discovered that's sort of been a surprise for you in the process of living this manifestational life?
Yeah, a big thing that was a surprise is that when I first learned manifesting, I actually was a really powerful manifester. And then when I saw that it worked, I continued to learn and learn and learn and learn about it. But it really is simple, right? Because we see those people who are successful, who are killing it, who are following their dreams, and they didn't spend years learning manifesting. They just followed their passion. They were really intentional about what they wanted to create, and they stayed in a high vibration, and they had faith that it was going to come to them. So I think a big surprise was I don't need to know all the metaphysical rules. I like learning it because it's interesting to me, but you can really know some basic level tools and manifest really incredible things.
Yeah, and also I think with what she's saying, what we're going to talk about today, it's really important to drop the expectation, because when we really expect or have an attachment to something, it's much more difficult. So like she was saying too, a lot of the things we manifest are, we expect for it to happen, and then we drop that attachment and it happens. So when people get too stuck, like, oh, they want love right now, or they want to be a millionaire tomorrow, I think that's where more of the problems start to arise.
So did that happen with your finding of your true love? Because you talked about
Yeah,
how you found
it did actually. When I let it go and when I dropped the attachment to it, it actually happened much more quickly and in the most random way. So
your eyes are so white.
I know.
What are you taking?
No, how
can I manifest white eyes?
Oh, good. Thank you.
So pure. Yeah.
I didn't feel that way, so thank you. High vibes, exactly. High energy.
Yeah. No, I like what you're saying about not expecting it too much and not forcing it, because sometimes the exact opportunity that we want is right in front of us, and we're too busy trying to force it that we don't even see that, the friend or the skill set or whatever is right in front of our eyes. So just relaxing and opening up to it.
So we're running out of time. I wish I could, I want to talk to you guys for hours.
All this
Right? The show, I feel like I could be best friends with so many people. I just want to sit for hours and talk about everything. So first of all, where can people find you guys? We want to make sure we get that out there.
Yeah, so you can find me on +3_soul.
I am Terry Briggs, or at Success Beyond Beauty.
And you can find me at Yes Supply on Instagram or on my website at yessupply.co.
Okay, and then what about the event tonight? Where can they find that?
Yes, so you can find details on the event at yessupply.co/high-vibe, and we hope to see you there. It starts at 6 p.m.
Where is it?
It is in Central LA. I don't know the exact address.
We have, we have everything on our Instagram page, so just go to Yes Supply or Positive Soul. We also have Terry and Sarah guest speaking, so it's going to be an amazing event. You guys should definitely come.
Oh, it sounds incredible,
right? So all
maybe
the rage.
I'll stop by and learn some
It's all the rage on Motivation Monday for manifesting and manifesting miracles. So I'm going to know total miracles tonight, something we don't know what it is, but some miracles happening tonight at the event for sure. So stay tuned, you guys. We're going to be right back. We're going to bring everybody back on the set. We've got so many incredible, epic, amazing people. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
And the reason they book me and keep me is because it's more than just training. It's just authentic. And so I think that's one thing I realized that I had my whole life was will. I'm so determined to get to where I want to go. I'm not going to let nothing stop me. Not even myself. And I try to tell my clients and people, it's all a mindset. You know, you gotta really want it. They said, you can change anything, but before you change anything, you gotta change it in your mind first. Just because I always say, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you.
I'm Eden Sassoon, and I own 2 Pilates studios, Eden by Eden Sassoon Pilates. And to be quite honest, I hate socks. But my girlfriend Sally just created a line, Mantra Socks. And to me, at Pilates, you cannot get on my machine without socks. But now, you can get on my machine with the intention. Today, I have Be Love. To me, that means a lot. But also, when you buy a pair of these socks, 1 pair gets donated to a homeless shelter. And that is something, that's really what matters, to be quite honest. It's not just about the sock. It's about the intention. It's about what you're giving back and how you're paying it forward. And so for that, Sally, I thank you. And I love Mantra Socks.
Thank you for joining us back here on Good Morning La La Land. I want to thank all of our beautiful guests and hosts. That's
right. It's something bringing us back in. Love it.
He said one day you might want to be host.
The new co-host of La La Land.
That's kind of the present. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
Miracle
It's been
Monday.
so much fun, and it's fascinating because each and every one of you guys are really, really touching. Like, honestly, I mean, I can't even imagine when we actually dive into each one of your lives, how much work you've done, how much self-growth and faith and everything it's taken to have you here today. And so I just want to acknowledge this incredible day of miracles, that you guys are the miracle, that you touch and go beyond something that's ever been known. So I really want to say thank you for showing up fully to life. Yeah.
So are you for all? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's very selfish. We started this show for many reasons, but the most important reason is we wanted to showcase people like you guys because I live for these conversations. You know, I live to connect and hear what people have to offer around things like miracles and positivity and spirituality, because I think we're meant to live a very happy and fulfilled life, you know, and you guys are the epitome of that, so thank you so much. You know, is there any tips that you would have if there was just one thing that you felt you absolutely had to share with people in the world about living either a happy life or manifesting their dream? What would it be?
A big reason why I started, and I really resonate with your message as well, but just to share that no matter what you've been through, no matter if you had to overcome obstacles, if you grew up maybe in a negative situation, you can create the life that you want. Like, your past does not define your future. So at any moment you can raise your vibration and focus on the positive, focus on your skill set, and create whatever it is that you're dreaming of. And your desires are a sign of what you're meant to create.
I love that.
Yes.
I want to say something I've been saying lately. I've looked at my whole life, and I can say this probably for a lot of people. We can all say that the greatest opportunities that we have in our life are things that we didn't plan for, but that we were prepared for. And it kind of ties into what you were saying. So if you look at it, you know, being prepared, preparation meets opportunity. But a lot of times the things that we plan for didn't go as planned, but we're prepared for when opportunity comes.
Well
said.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I talked about gratitude earlier, but I think it's so important that people just are grateful every single day, even if it's to be alive, to be breathing, because we're so lucky to be here. So I think once we start to appreciate just even being alive, our life will start to change. So that's my tip.
So well said.
My tip would just be consistent every day, be the same person every single day, and that'll work out for you.
Boom. Boom.
There.
Mic drop.
Oh man.
I want to go up for that one. I would just say know your why, know your reasoning of why you're going to do something, because that will push you to go forward.
I love it. Well, you guys, it's been an incredible day of motivation and miracles. So tomorrow we're going to have Transformation Tuesday, which is all about health and wellness, and that's a true gift that we have. So stay tuned, you guys. Have an incredible week as we go into the week of love, Valentine's Day, knowing you are love, we are all love. Love is the only truth. Have a great day.
We are love. We're live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. on Facebook. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. It's going to be a good morning, La La Land.